What is up, guys? I'm back. Oh my god, with a video, me? This one is all about what you guys have been wanting. Why am I talking like that? It's all about what you guys have been asking me, which is how do I get a glowy base? These are fundamentals, in my opinion, to get a glowy base. If you want to know how to achieve this, then please just keep watching if you want to. I made some tortilla soup today, and it is so good. Okay, so I like to start with a cleansed face. So the first step I like to go in with is sunscreen. SPF is extremely important, especially if you're somebody like me who has hyperpigmentation on their face and you just don't want to increase that nor bring on new hyperpigmentation spots or sun damage to your skin. My favorite is the Bare Republic Mineral Sunscreen for your face. You can get it at Target. The next I like to go in with moisturizer. For me, that's very important because I have dry skin. My favorite at the moment, I think, is the Belif True Cream Moisturizing Balm. Can I say that? The Moisturizing Balm. So once that is sunken into the skin, my next part, which I might have to say is my favorite part, which is the part that you guys all are mind blown about, is spot concealing and putting makeup where I need it versus everywhere where I don't need it. A lot of people don't believe that I don't wear foundation, and the truth is I don't. I just don't care to wear it. It makes my face itch sometimes if I wear it. So I have you guys zoomed in so you can see the situation of my skin. You guys think my skin is perfect. It's not. I have my flaws just like anybody else. As you guys can see, I have severe darkness under my eyes and above my eyes. It's just my eyes. So the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer is my favorite at the moment. It is in the shade Light, and I just put concealer where I need it. So like I have a pimple right there. I have a few breakouts on my face, which currently my face is wigging out and I'm not entirely sure why. I zoomed you guys out so you can actually see where I'm putting the concealer. Chapstick break, because my lips are crusty. I like to take this Charlotte Tilbury dual-ended brush. It's a Hollywood complexion brush. I like to just dab over where I put the concealer. And even when my skin's acting up like right now, I notice if I put foundation all over, it's way more noticeable that I'm trying to like cover things up, which to each their own. You know, I used to like to do that, and from time to time I do like to use like a CC cream or something of that nature. Ultimately, it doesn't cover everything like full coverage, but at the same time I'm human, you know, like I have flaws. Well, my hyperpigmentation spot's pretty dark, and I've done a lot to try to remedy it, and I know ultimately like it's sun damage, so it's not necessarily going to go away, but I do try my best to cover that up. I like to go in with MAC Fix Plus. Before I go in with any other face products, I like to just spray my face a crap ton, and that way that concealer can melt into my skin even further. And then if I feel like any of the coverage got lost from setting it like that, then I will go in with another little bit of coated concealer. I have a fan because I'm bougie. I don't have time to sit here and wait for stuff to dry when I'm trying to get ready for work in the morning. That's the real truth, so I like to just fan it dry. If I'm going to be honest, the concealer's a little on the yellow side for me. It's not like my most perfect match for colors. Not to worry. Once you guys see how I finish the rest of my face, it won't be that noticeable. So as far as blush goes, I have oodles of cream blushes because that's just my thing. This is my cream blush drawer at the moment. Just recently purchased the Flower Beauty blush bombs, and I've only used it for 2 days now, and I really enjoy it. I haven't tried this one yet. This is in the shade Bitten. So I already applied that blush balm on the back of my hand, and I like to take the product on the back of my hand first and kind of shear it out before I apply it. You might be looking at this and you're like, what the flip is that? What is that? It's okay. We're gonna work it in. Mind you, I've never used this color. It looks like beet juice, but I love it. this is a little bit, so this is a foundation brush, there's nothing on it. It's from It Cosmetics. And I'm gonna go over, essentially actually just all over it, considering I've never worked with this blush, so I'm also learning with you right now while I'm doing this. Now with little to no product left on this, I like to bring my blush like super close to my nose. And this is just a me thing. Obviously the placement of the blush is entirely up to you. The opacity is entirely up to you. See how my hyperpigmentation spot is coming back through? I put like this teensiest amount and I let it just sit there while I work on the rest of my face. For me, I'm fine with this amount of blush. Now I always like to do blush first because that's the majority of what is covering my cheeks. That is why I say I don't wear foundation, and this is like how I guess I can explain it. By the time I add bronzer, highlight, blush, the majority of anything uneven is going to be covered by those products. So I don't need to create a whole base, and I'm just putting product where I need it. The next thing I like to do is go in with bronzer. One of my favorites is the Milk Makeup Baked Bronzer. I like taking an e.l.f. brush just off of the stick. I zoomed you guys out so you could see where I'm placing this. And I do it in more or less dotting motions more than I do it in like a swiping motion, because I have a Sony camera and wants to overheat and die all the time. I finished applying bronzer to the rest of my face while I let my camera cool down. I think I'm going to go in with this mini milk stick. This is in the shade Turnt. But what I like to do is take like a, this is so stained, I'm sorry. I like to take, this is a Pat McGrath Buffer 3 brush. I just found out that Sephora actually does sell this brush by itself now. I got it when it was part of the Skin Fetish lab and you had to buy it as part of the lab. So I just have these brushes, but I actually do love them for cream highlight and blush. I just took it off of the stick like this. You can, you know, put it in your inner corners like so. You could put it all over your eye just to give some cohesive glowiness to your look. And here's a close-up of the skin all done. As I've said before, I don't set with powder. If a product gives off more of a tackiness to it, I will set it with a bit of powder. I do like the Smoke Blur and Step powder. It's in the shade Translucent Light. I just take a small brush, I just grab little to no powder, and then I graze under my eyes, just going around my nose and under my eyes. I will kind of just graze it right in the center. But I do like to finish my base, my face base, with Fix Plus. You guys always say, you don't have any pimples, you don't have any breakouts. Well, I do. Everybody gets them, especially from that time of the month, I get them. I take this Real Techniques small brush and just any brown eyeshadow really, like anything that's suitable to your liking. And I will go over my breakout with brown eyeshadow just to mask. And I'll like re-intensify my natural moles. And like I have a pimple right there. I felt like if I made this a tutorial for like a look and didn't just focus on the skin, it would be a little more distracting so you guys, you know, weren't really grasping onto the skin part of it. So yeah, I wanted you guys to be able to see how to just do the base. I promise I'll do more looks on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment if you want. I'm probably gonna do a little 1-minute Instagram video just to let you guys know what's up. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.